Hey everybody, welcome to my YouTube channel. I have done a chess video or two before, and I was scrolling on Reddit today, and I found this post on the AnarchyChess Reddit, and it's a very interesting position. Why is this flag a blunder? And I thought I would, just hop on a video and explain it. So, when you look at a position like this, there's a lot going on. You can take a look at so many different things, but this is actually a much simpler position than it appears. So the problem here is if this flag is correct, well, there's a 1 here. So that means that these would both have to be open, and then this 2 here would only be touching one more square, one more tile that would have to have a bomb in it, and then the 2 would be wrong. So yeah, it's really just as simple as that. The flag here, that is actually an open square. So, very simple position. And, if that's all you want to see was the solution to the puzzle, then, you can go ahead and go back to doing whatever you're doing. But for the rest of us, I want to kind of go over the rest of the position and explain what's going on. So, if you're still here for that, then let's proceed. So, knowing that that is an open tile, well, this 2 over here to the left is only touching 2 squares, so those both have to be bombs. And then the 2 next to it, now all of these squares have to be open, which means that this one has to have a bomb in it. Now the 3, there has to be one here, which means that this square is open. So, now we can go back up top, because I don't want to deal with those 3s and 4s quite yet, because that's going to be a little bit more complicated. We'll do the simple stuff first. So, we're looking at the 1 up top, and we see that this 1 here is already touching its bomb, so that means that this also has to be open. And this is the only tile left to satisfy that 1. Now this 2 is only touching these 2 squares, so those both have to have bombs in them. And now this has to be open, and this has to be a bomb, and these have to be open. I hope it's obvious why for all these. So this has to be open because of this 2 here. It's already touching both of its bombs. This 2 is only now touching 2 squares, and that one has to be a bomb. And then the 1 here, it's already touching its bomb now, so that means that these all have to be open. Now for this 2 here, this has to be a bomb. This has to be open because of that other 2. Let me make those look a little bit better. Like that. And like that. Okay. And not just that one, but both of these have to be open. Actually, all 3 of these, because the 1 down there is already touching its bomb. Now for the 2, there has to be one here. And for the 3, there has to be one here. But it doesn't look like there's enough information. Yeah, I don't think Because, like, say it could be here, and then there would be one here, and this would be open. Or it could be here, and then these would all be open. So there's not enough information down there. All we know is there's one here, and there's one here. Now moving on to this 2, there has to be one here. So let's say there is one here, and then these are both open. Then this would have to be one. And then all of these because of that 4. And that would work. So let's back up and see if this also works. If this is open and this is a bomb, well then these both have to be open. So that can't be the case. This has to be open. In fact, this has to be open whether this is a bomb or not. So we know for sure that one's open because if it weren't, then these would both be open and then the 4 would be wrong. So that has to be open. It means there has to be one between these 2. And there can only be one between those 2, which means that the 4 will be touching one of its bombs between those 2, and then these other 3 would all have to be bombs. So, like that. And yeah, so all 3 of those have to be bombs, which means that this one is for sure open. And that also means that this one has to be open, which means that this has to be a bomb. So yeah, interesting position. I hope you liked taking a look at all this nonsense. But yeah, that's why that flag is a blunder, and yeah, that's also a full explanation of the position. So, consider subscribing and letting me know that you want to see more videos like this where I maybe just go through AnarchyChess and look at different positions, like this one. I could sit here and do an explanation of that. Stuff like this it's a very fun subreddit, and I like chess. So anyway, have a blessed day.